every moment is a teaching moment, and every subject incorporates values and ethics and morals and diversity and equality. And it's very heartwarming.
I'm Glenn Herbert, and I'm an editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private schools to gain insights into their programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administrators. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
Yes, well, FRT Montessori School is a bit of a niche school because it's a fully French Montessori grade school. So I was looking for a combination of the Montessori teaching method along with a full French versus a French immersion school that can give my kids that full quality education. So I did look at some French immersion schools. I did look at some other options that were not the Montessori method. And after meeting the school principal, Madame Brown, and talking to her and getting to know her and seeing the children in her program and seeing the school and what they do, I figured this would be perfect for my 3 children. Definitely the full French immersion starting from such a young age. That was really important. And I loved her Montessori method, not just Montessori in general, but how she implemented it in the classroom and how engaging she is with the kids and how she challenges them to be creative. And I feel that when I'm in the classroom and I see her with the kids, it's a very fun and engaging environment. What I gather from my children is they're not going to school. They think they're going to have fun every day. And I can tell because when I enrolled them right away, all 3 of them at different stages in their lives, they were so happy to go. And they didn't act like, oh, it's school, it's a drag, They looked forward to their teacher. They looked forward to going. And at one point, my eldest daughter, who's 7, said, I don't like weekends. And I said, why? And she said, because then I don't get to go to school and have fun. So imagine that as a parent where I know my children are getting this incredible French leveled education, but they think they're having fun and they love it and they want to go every day. Like I said, it's a niche market. There aren't that many schools around that will give you, a private Montessori full French level of education to this level. And my other options were French immersion or the French publicly funded school board, but the class sizes were too large. So in the other option that I had, a full French option, it was not Montessori, and the class sizes could go up to maybe 28 kids, whereas this one, I'm not sure the exact number, but it's like 12 or 15. So there's much smaller class sizes, better one-on-one attention, more intimate learning experience. And that was a huge factor for me. They have been responding to the school so well. They're happy to go to school every day. They're happy to see their teacher, Madame Brown, and there's another teacher there, Madame Marie-José. Actually, my son, who's 4, every day says, I love Madame Marie-José. And it's so sweet. It's so heartwarming that he is affectionate towards her and that he loves his teacher and he draws cards for her. And it's very heartwarming. It actually gives my husband and myself peace of mind knowing they're not just at a school, but they feel at home. And it's heartwarming and they're happy. And they love their teachers. And when it's the end of the school year and we have to pick a gift for the teacher, my daughters get so excited and they can't wait to get a gift for their teacher and write her a card and do all that stuff. That shows me they're happy there and they are learning and they're happy, and that makes me happy. Rather than be in the school that they're happy to wake up to and go to every day, like what they have here at FRT École, but they're just, the happiness is priceless. It's just, I can't explain it, but I want them to want to go to school. Yeah, first and foremost, they love the teachers. And teachers are what make or break a classroom. They set the tone and the environment and the class culture. And my children love the teachers. So that is very good. And secondly, I do believe that my children are thriving in the smaller class sizes. I feel that one of my children, when she's in a large class setting, she's very quiet. She doesn't speak up. But at this school, she feels comfortable because it's a small group and she can be herself and she can be expressive. And I think there's a lot of value in that. They communicate everything to the parents, which is important for me. As an anglophone parent, it is very challenging to choose to put your children in a French education path. It's a very big decision and a hard decision. And I have to give credit to this school because they have made, they've made this experience very pleasant. Even though everything is in French and we have no clue what's going on, the teachers have always communicated to us. They email us, they message us, they send things home, they post things on a class app where we can keep track of things. And I feel like they're doing their best to keep us English-speaking parents in the loop of our child's education. And I can say that's not the same for other French schools. When you're in another French school, you either speak French and get with it or too bad. But this school works very hard to be inclusive with Anglophone parents. I would actually just say that it's relatively new and in its infancy and has its growing pains like any school would. I remember a parent asking me, because I had already had my 3 kids enrolled, and a parent called me and said, I'm thinking of enrolling my daughter. What was your experience? And I shared an amazing positive feedback. And that father said to me, well, you know, it's a relatively new school. There's no like history, like you can't look it up, you can't, like, you know, that kind of stuff. And so I would say that's the only thing is it's new, but for me, you got to start somewhere. That's how great things are born. So it is a new school and it is a small school and it is growing and it is evolving and it is getting better every day. And I've had the fortunate pleasure of having my children in this school since its inception. And all 3 of my children have grown and evolved and gone to this school and have received an exceptional education because of it. And so I don't even know if I would call that a weak point, but it is new and it is growing and it's getting better every day. And you do have to start somewhere. What have I found most surprising? Well, I'm floored that they want to go to school. I don't know if my experience was different as a child, but I didn't want to go to school. Like my parents forced me to go to school and I went to school and that's what I had to do. And I'm not sure if it was because of my teachers or the environment, I don't know, but I recall it, which was what feels like a lifetime ago, as like a drag. And in this instance, my kids are enthused and happy to go to school. So I'm very pleased with that. And I was surprised. I was very surprised that they don't argue with me or it's not a drag or, you know, I'm happy about that. And the other thing I'm surprised about is how inclusive the school is to Anglophone parents, which is not the dynamic in the Greater Toronto area. Like I said earlier, if you go to a French school, you speak French and you're in or you're out, and that's not the experience here. You are included in your child's education, you're included every step of the way. They have an open door policy. If you have questions, you can ask, and the teachers take the time to explain it to you, understanding that you're not francophone and you need this to be explained to you, and they never make you feel bad about it. And that was a breath of fresh air. The school, from what I noticed from my children and some brief conversations with the teacher, they have very, very high ethics, morals, and standards. So there's a lot of respect for peers in the classroom, respect for nature, respect for animals. I just, in every lesson or in every subject or every aspect of what they are learning, the teacher is always incorporating good ethics, good morals, good behaviors, and good values. And there is a high level of respect in the classroom amongst the peers. And there's another level I want to add of diversity. There's a cultural diversity in the class and different socioeconomic backgrounds of different students coming together. And I love that. And there is a good mutual respect, and the children are learning from each other. And the curriculum that they've added is to teach them about different countries and different cultures and different values and different backgrounds. And so when they're doing geography, it's not just geography. There's culture, there's background, there's values and things like that. When they were doing dance, they got to do gym and exercise and do dance. They got to do dances from different cultures and different countries and learn about it. When they do geography, they get to learn about different foods and different things. And so I don't know how better to explain it, but every moment is a teaching moment, and every subject incorporates values and ethics and morals and diversity and equality. And it's very heartwarming, and I love it. And I love that my kids are being exposed to that. To be 5 years old and to learn that, you do accept other people. I hope my children from a young age are very open-minded and very accepting and very, and I find that this school gives them that purpose, or not purpose, but gives them that ability. Okay, so every parent I've met is very committed to their child's education. And even Madame Brown, the head teacher, once mentioned that she's been very fortunate to have received such a committed bunch of parents throughout the years. And so she knows that not only is she committed in teaching them in the classroom, but there's that support system in the home. So I feel that myself and a lot of the parents are very like-minded. Because the school includes us and keeps us in the loop, it allows us to stay committed and to support the learning inside the home as well as at school. I really do enjoy that. We actually take a lot of the lessons they do in school and build upon them at home. And I like that. So a lot of like-minded parents who are all committed to their kids' education. I'd also say maybe it's just been coincidence, but a lot of siblings. This year alone, I don't know if 3 is the lucky number, but I have a family of 3 kids. There's 2 other families with 3 kids. All these kids are enrolled together. And it's nice to see all these siblings together in the same school. So I liked that dynamic. Then it actually feels more like a family because everyone's got their brother and their sister in the school, and everyone, and it's a smaller school. So the sibling dynamic was really nice. And all the parents are very supportive and academically driven. And I'd like to just say one more thing. French for FRT school allows you to register for additional activities on top of the school curriculum inside the school. And that's been really nice because now all the other families are signing up for it and all our kids get to do these things. For example, all our kids are in karate together in the school right now. And last term, all the kids were in soccer together through the school. And my daughters learned how to do knitting through a knitting program after school at the school. So not only are they having this amazing education by very supportive parents, but I've noticed that myself and all these parents are very engaged in the extracurricular activities and in the sports and in the learning and art. And it's been I kind of feel like we're one big family, if that makes sense. My eldest daughter is 7 and she is in grade 2. So she's in 2nd grade. And what I love so much about this school, and specifically her teacher, Madame Brown, is she doesn't limit the children to the curriculum. If she identifies that your child has certain capabilities and can go beyond it, she will follow those cues and take your child as far as that child can go. So the sky is the limit. So I have been very fortunate this year to see my daughter, thanks to Madame Brown, not only complete the 2nd grade curriculum, but excel into 3rd grade curriculum. And she's reading at the 3rd grade level and doing math at the 3rd grade level, even though she's in 2nd grade. And I'm not saying that every parent will experience that, because every child is different, but I'm thankful that her teacher followed her cues and took her where she needed to go without limiting her to the Ontario curriculum. And that was exciting. And with my son, the same thing. He's a very active little boy, he's 4. And so in order to teach him things, they catered, the play-based learning in a way that would engage him and entice him and motivate him. And I must say that Madame Brown found out that he loves dinosaurs, and she bought a dinosaur set for the classroom so that she could teach him and engage him through something that he likes. And so this school goes above and beyond. And these are things that are a testament to how good the school is and the personal experiences I'm having with my children. So the teachers are exceptional. They're one of a kind. Not only do my children love their teachers and are happy to see them and have created a relationship and a bond with the teachers, but I feel that the teachers genuinely care about the children. And at the end of the school year, they made a yearbook, like a photo book of all the photos of all the kids and the activities throughout the year. And we all got this yearbook and we all got teary-eyed, and it was so beautiful to see our kids evolve from the beginning of the year to the end. And it's the most precious keepsake, and we get one every year. And this, again, shows me that these teachers go above and beyond. Your obligation is to educate the children and deliver the curriculum. But they're caring about these kids. They're building relationships. They're making these photo books. They're giving these keepsakes. They're just making such a difference. They're definitely going above and beyond. And when it comes to administration, it is a small school. So I don't have much to say about administration. It runs smoothly. It's a small school. There isn't much red tape, and it's pretty seamless, and there doesn't seem to be any politics. So, and not many layers to get through, like a school secretary and then the principal and then the assistant. It's just pretty straightforward. Yes, I would absolutely recommend this school to other parents, especially to all parents, but especially if you're Anglophone or you don't have very strong French. So you will be included, you will be in the know, you will be respected, things will be explained to you. Like, I absolutely would recommend this school to anyone. Secondly, or to tack on to that, I would not have put my 3 children, every single one, in this school and paid all these fees and done everything to make this possible if it weren't a good school. Because as you can imagine, I'm paying tuition times 3. So that is a testament in itself how much I value this school. The other thing I would say is the small class sizes are amazing. You're not going to get that anywhere else. And the one-on-one quality and the passion and quality of the teachers. It's just an incredible school, from end to end. First and foremost, talk to other parents. That's where you're going to get the most information. If you talk to administration or principal or teachers, they're obviously going to say good things about their school. The best information you will get is talking to another parent of students in the school and even students themselves. You know, do you like your school? Do you like your teachers? What's it like at school? Are they fun? Are they creative? You know, what do you not like about school? And these kids will open up to you and they'll tell you if they like the school and they'll tell you what's happening inside the school. And I would definitely say ask other parents. They'll tell you their experience and you will be able to make the most informed decision.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.